Hello everyone and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Aries for the first 2 weeks in September. For the first half of September, please remember this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate. Please take the parts that do and leave the rest. You may also want to check out your other signs. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. In the obstacle position, we have the Wheel of Fortune as well as the Seven of Wands. We have the Magician in the present position clarified by the Seven of Cups, and of course the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the King of Wands in the future outcome position. In the past position, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Of course, the page generally means someone who is a little bit immature, someone that is kind of coming into their own, and they are wanting that security, they're wanting that stability. Pentacles is earth element, so it's a very grounded sign, and of course, you know, they are ambitious and they're concentrated on making sure that their dreams and goals do come true. The King of Pentacles is a wonderful clarifier for this position. It's also usually bodes well for financial things in your life, but it's also about stability. It's also feeling secure in the situation that you may find yourself. It's also about a person who's put a lot of effort into hard work. This is a person who has authority. This is a person who has some weight to them, and it's very stable, very kind of energy that is, you know, well balanced. The King of Pentacles is also, you know, he can be at times a little bit stubborn, but in this clarifying position, to me it suggests that you were influenced by someone, maybe like a mentor, a teacher, an older friend, a relative, someone at work, you know, and you wanted to achieve a certain amount of stability, you wanted to achieve a certain amount of security, you were ambitious, and it looks like you had a little bit of maybe advice or help, or someone kind of making you making sure that you succeed in your beginnings, making sure that you achieve what you set out to be. It's good that the Page of Pentacles is in the past position. That is where you want to have the Page of Pentacles, because, you know, that means that all the lessons that you've learned, all the things that you had to go through are in the past. The sort of period of instability, period of uncertainty that you may have experienced is left in the past. It could, you know, be in like a personal life. It could be, you know, maybe in your academic life. It could be in your work life. It could be some, you know, project that, you know, a hobby that you worked on at home. It could be, you know, an important project, a major, you know, thing at work that you had to work on, and you were really passionate about it, and you were really kind of focused, and you wanted to work hard on it, and you were, you know, concentrated, and you definitely were able to, you know, put a lot of effort into it. For some of you, this combination here, the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, could just mean that you're really good at handling money. It could be that you understand money well, that you know how to invest it, that you know how to count it, you know how to use it in order for it to attract even more money. Pentacles is a very good sign for career. Pentacles is a very good sign for success, for financial things. For love, you know, the Page of Pentacles is not the best card, because it's, you know, suggests that you may need to learn how to invest more time and more effort and everything into your relationship. So it could suggest just a little bit of a you know, work and putting a lot of effort into it. But it's definitely, to me, the Page of Pentacles suggests that in the past, for some of you it could be recent past, for some of you it could could be, a little bit further. You definitely put a lot of effort in, and you came into your own. You figured things out, and they worked out for you, and you built this foundation that is still helping you today, which, maybe you learned something important, a skill, an ability to handle something. You still kind of use it today. You still draw on it today, and it helps you in, definitely a very, very solid foundation. Wonderful cards in the past position. Aries, in the obstacle, you've got the Wheel of Fortune as well as the Seven of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune is a very, very positive card, even in a negative position. It's still very, very, very positive. And so for most of you, it's not going to be anything other than maybe a little bit of an inconvenience, a little bit of a setback, a little bit of a disappointment. This is nothing that is, going to prevent you from progressing towards your dreams and goals as you want. No, this is just, maybe a little bit of red tape, maybe a little bit of bureaucracy, maybe a little bit of something, you have to like tie up a loose end or something. It's definitely a little bit unpleasant, but it's not earth-shattering moment. As you can see, the Wheel of Fortune is very, it's a card that is full of symbolism. The lion, as well as the birds, and this little creature over here represents definitely rebirth, and change. Snake as well. Also, it's all about healing. It's all about rebirth. It's all about change. Very Egyptian kind of looking card. It's full of Egyptian symbols. Very spiritual. But the biggest thing about this card is that the wheel is turning, and it represents the wheel of life. Some interpret it as the wheel of karma. Of course, if you did good things come to you. If you did bad things come to you. But in the negative position, the Wheel of Fortune could mean a few different things. For some of you, it could be that you're just, you are moving ahead, but you're not moving in the direction that you want. Maybe you're in a relationship, and your beloved wants to do this, and you're sort of going along with it, not really being super excited about it. It could be, something at work where, you are working on something, and it seems like you don't necessarily agree with the person that is taking over the project. Or, it could be that you're feeling resistance to change, realizing that change is inevitable. It is a cycle of life. And maybe you're feeling like you're not kind of, the change is occurring and you don't want it. Like the change is, sometimes when people get a little bit older, they're like, stop, I don't want to get any older. So it's definitely resistance to change, which, all of us experience at some point in our lives. All of us experience resistance to change in our personal life, in our professional life as well. It could be also that maybe good things are coming your way and they are actually happening, but you see them as an obstacle, you see them as a problem. But eventually, when the full kind of turn of the wheel is complete, you will see that it's actually an incredible blessing in disguise, and is meant to help you and to bring you forward. The Seven of Wands is a tough card, but it's in a clarifier position. The Seven of Wands can be interpreted as a card of standing your ground, but it could also be a card of conflict. It could be that you are defending what is yours, but it also could be that you are kind of in major denial, where you just don't want to accept something, and it beautifully pairs with the Wheel of Fortune. It could be that in the past you had a few difficult experiences, and that effect is still lingering, and that pain is sort of still around, and you kind of don't want to give up your position because you realize that it may cause you pain that you don't want to feel. There are people who will go great distances to avoid feeling pain, because pain, it's not a very pleasant experience, and it hurts us. And especially if pain has occurred, earlier earlier in someone's life, the earlier, like maybe like a childhood trauma or something, then it definitely has very, very long shadows, if you will, and it's difficult to shake. It's difficult to get over. Some, people feel, I don't know, abandonment or not feeling particularly loved, or it could be, maybe previous bad experience at work that kind of still hangs over you and you can't sort of move on from that. But definitely, it means different things for different people. Some people are able to acknowledge pain and work through it and move forward, maybe in a week or in a month or in a year, while it takes others a little longer. Everyone is unique. Everyone has unique experiences, and those experiences affect us differently. So definitely, the Wheel of Fortune is, a pretty good card to have in an obstacle position, but the clarifier, the Seven of Wands, is definitely a little bit unpleasant, and for many of you, it could mean different, things. Also, I believe that this combination, I would not, in the first 2 weeks of September, if I were you, I would not loan money to people. I would sort of, if there are plans that you're making, I would keep those to yourself. If someone asks you for a loan or whatnot, I would, if you can, I would probably not give it. I mean, if it's not a big amount, that's fine. But if it's considerable, there is a very strong chance it might not be returned. In the present position, you've got the Magician and the Seven of Cups, which, is definitely, the Magician is a good, positive, very powerful card. The reason the Magician is a powerful card is because he has all four suits in this card. He's got the Cups, he's got the Pentacles, the Sword, the Wands. He is the creator. He is the person, he's like the architector, of a situation or of a relationship or of maybe a project at work or something you're doing in school. It depends on each and every one of you, but the divine is saying to you, you have power, and it's important to remember that you must honor the power that you have. There's a reason why this power has been given to you, and if you honor the gift the divine is giving you, then you're moving, of course, obviously in the right direction. Here you are the magician, you are the manifester, you are the creator, you are sort of kind of a little bit playing God, if you will. The Seven of Cups is a card that is paired with the Magician in this case, because the divine is trying to warn you, yes, you have the power, but make sure you remember that sometimes people who have power are kind of distracted by illusions, because people are coming to them and they're saying, you can have this, and you can have this, and you can have this, and be careful with fantasies and dreams and illusions, and make sure that you remember, where you come from, so that you choose carefully what you want to pursue. This combination suggests to me that you have the resources. In the first 2 weeks of September, Aries, you have the resources to pursue whatever it is that you want. Perhaps you want to change schools, perhaps you want to move, perhaps you want to ask someone out, perhaps you want to do something for someone you love, like a friend or a family member. You have the power and you have the resources, but make sure that you honor that power, and make sure that you don't waste time on being too sort of like, I want to be so generous, I want to be, I want to impress people. Make sure that you use this power carefully, because the Seven of Cups could be, cups are emotions, and our emotions, when they go unchecked, can get us off course. Cups are also ruled by moon. So, moon is usually about, nighttime. It could be sometimes information that is hidden from us. It could be something that we only know sort of halfway. So be careful with the power and the resources that you have. Make sure you don't squander them. Make sure you choose carefully. Make sure you're not tempted. Some people are tempted to have an affair. Others are tempted to spend money on something that is fleeting, rather than like a good investment. But something tells me that you're good with money because of this combination, Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. The biggest question all of us ask ourselves is, what do we want? It's a question that we must answer and ponder carefully, because what we want changes as we get older. In school, I remember I wanted to pass an exam, and that was, my entire focus of my existence is to make sure that I passed an exam and I got a good grade. But as I got older, my purpose in life changed and my desires changed. So it's definitely a combination that you have to understand, that whatever choice you make, and really, really understand that, you while you have a lot of resources and can choose, one of a plethora of options, it's something that you have to do definitely very, very careful. In the future outcome position, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Very good combination. The Ace of Pentacles is, of course, a hand that is extending from the sky, and it's offering, for some it will be a reward, a rather large reward. Doesn't necessarily have to be money, although Pentacles usually is about money. It could be an incredible advice. It could be an incredible experience. It could be a chance meeting with someone. It could be as simple as picking up a book and reading something that, kind of affects the way your thought structure is built. But it is a gift, and it is, granted to you for a reason. Usually the Ace of Pentacles symbolizes increased abundance. It symbolizes rebirth, new beginning. It could be some kind of a promotion at a job. It could be an opportunity. It's definitely some kind of an offer is on the table. And the King of Wands, great card to have, especially in the future position. The King of Wands is that person, when you walk into a room, you just notice them immediately. They are magnetic. They are very attractive, maybe not, physically, but like charismatically. They are creative. They are risk-taking. They are someone who definitely is passionate, and they adapt. They adapt to changing situations with masterful skill. And it's definitely, to me, this combination is about you moving onwards and upwards, overcoming challenges, maybe taking a little bit of risk with, someone's advice and whatnot, guiding you as well. So definitely a very, very good spread for you, Aries, for the first 2 weeks in September. Let's see if we can clarify some of this with the 3 energy oracle cards that I pulled. And they are Angel of Strength, you've got Cornucopia, and Happy Family. I mean, how amazing. Definitely, I've always wanted to get the Cornucopia card, and I've never gotten it. But if we start with Strength, very beautiful card. It's about power and inner strength. This amazing angel brings the news that this is time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and to take action on your own behalf. I don't like to make this comparison, but there can only be one winner. Make sure that is you. Make sure that you take action. Make sure that you are strong and powerful and confident, and you move forward in your beliefs. This is a clear, directive and a message from the divine. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Cornucopia is just a plethora of blessings. It says wishes fulfilled. An abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you've planted in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested. And of course, happy family is card that requires no explanation. It's about joy, fulfillment, contentment, dreams coming true. Families come in many different forms. It, doesn't necessarily have to have mom, dad, and a kid. It could be, like a friend circle that you have. It could even be, colleagues at work that you're friendly with that kind of, feel like they are supportive of you and encouraging of you. But happy family is a very positive card, and it's definitely the divine smiling on you. Let's see if we can clarify some of this in addition with the 3 answers from angel cards that I pulled, and they are, no need to worry, helpful people, and a year from now. Incredible. Helpful people, this is just a stunning card. Absolutely stunning. It makes me feel like it's one of those Italian paintings, somewhere like in Europe, somewhere like in a museum or something. Definitely the divine has your back, and there's a clear message, no need to worry. So if you are a bit of a worrier, make sure that you acknowledge when you worry. Give yourself a specific time. Okay, I'm gonna freak out for 15 minutes, but then I'm going to stop. And you could have a little bit of maybe just like a walk around the block, or a little bit of meditating, maybe a little nap, some kind of a distraction, so that that anxiety is not constantly flowing, because it does exhaust you, it exhausts your energy, it kind of takes you away from successful achievement of goals. Definitely the divine here suggests that you have people who care about you, who want you to succeed, who want you to achieve, who want you to be happy, because when everyone is happy, it makes for a much pleasant a place to live in. And of course the dreams and the goals that you have are still require a little bit of work, because you've got a very clear message, which is a year from now. So definitely make sure that you work hard and you put in all the effort. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aries. I hope you will return to hear the second part of September reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Please feel free to leave any comments. And thank you so much for visiting. I will see you next time.